So today I'm with Sam Wiki. We are tying a flash and grab. This is a little streamer that we came up with a few years ago, fishing it on the Moe in the summertime when the water is, well, basically it works really well late summer when you have lots of skinny flats. You can just rip this thing along. We've also found that it can work in the wintertime. Sometimes swinging it on a sunny day, that flashy material will just seem to elicit some strikes. So I'm going to put it together, and then as I do, I'll kind of explain the reasoning behind the design. So I'm starting with a number 4 right angle jig hook. This one happens to be a Daiichi. However, we're about running out of these hooks, and we're going to be soon replacing them with some models from Partridge.
Oh, maybe not.
Or maybe not. Maybe some other options.
So that'd be, I think I got a new deal. We'll have something.
We'll have something. All right, so first step, obviously I get a thread base down here, and then I'm gonna bring my thread back almost to the top. And my first layer of material is gonna be some silver Flashabou. And what I like to do initially is I'm going to fold this around my tying thread. This is going to be my tail, and I'm putting this down ahead of where my dumbbell eye placement is. The reason being, this just gives me a little more surface area when I lash those eyes down. And I'm going to measure that out just to where my vise bends there. Gives me a perfect length tail. It's about 2 shank lengths, I guess. All right, next step is I'm going to go ahead and tie in my eyes, and these are real eyes, yellow with a black pupil. I'm cranking. I've got 210 thread, and I'm really stretching and pulling to get those things nice and tight. Looks like they're locked and level. Next stage is yellow polar chenille. And I'm just going to tie this in right behind the eyes and just carry it right back all the way to my rear tie-in point, bring my thread back forward, and then I'm going to swing my bobbin cradle in here and just go ahead and spin this guy right up. Alright, so the main body is done. Next step is I'm going to build a little collar with some bunny fur. And what's kind of cool about this, besides adding a little bit of shoulder to the fly, since the bunny fur is soft, it will, when you strip this fly, the Flashabou that goes over the top will kind of compress the bunny fur as you pull it forward, and then as you pause it will flare up, so you get kind of a cool effect. If I was to use a stiffer material for the collar, you wouldn't get that effect on the strip. So I've just got a little, about 1 inch long piece here. I'm just gonna throw it in a dubbing loop and then chop it off when I get it under control. This doesn't have to be real neat because it's just going to get spun up behind the eyes for a shoulder.
Other side's better.
I actually had a little tiny piece of hide stuck in there, but I don't think it's going to matter. Get that locked in.
What's up, Kevin?
Then on the bottom, which is currently the top where my hook placement is, I'm going to make a little throat of red Flashabou. And I start this layer tied pretty close to the bend of the hook. And I'm going to wrap back over it and then bring it behind the eyes and secure it into place. And this will flare out around it.
This is the fly we're tying, guys. It's called the Flash and Grab. It's been one of our most popular stringer patterns. I've got it in black and copper on the site, and this is one of the new colors, yellow and gold.
This is the sunny day favorite.
Yeah, the Southwest Montana favorite. Big hole.
So then on our top layer, our first layer is going to be gold Flashabou. I'm going to take a small bunch here, bring my thread forward, and then I like to wrap it around, and then I never have to worry about butt ends to deal with or ever having it getting pulled out. And then I'm going to place this just a little ahead of where my last step was. Tie that forward. And then I'm going to measure it back to just a little shorter than my silver and trim that off. And then my final layer here is going to be copper on top, the copper top.
Yeah, originally we were thinking we should be tying this with, what's this stuff called? The other
Krelix.
Krelix Flash.
Yep.
But after swimming Krelix Flash in the tank versus regular original Flashabou, Flashabou moves way better.
It also doesn't, the Krelix comes apart, you end up with these kind of hairy strands that then get tangled up around the hook. And this stuff does not. So I just moved the copper a little bit behind my last tie-in placement, get that squared away. And then I'm going to do it just a smidge shorter than my gold. And then just whip finish it off. And then as far as cement, I usually use the Loon UV Cure stuff.
Hey, Utah River King, we're tying a fly. Thanks for tying it, Fred.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a bunch more to tie. I got a big order.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.